What's in the box? I ordered a little something. Let's find out what it is. Bulletpoint mounting solutions. This is what you see here is pretty well what you get. There is one more item that's not pictured. They give me a free tumbler, but we have the mounting base, 220 millimeter balls, the Kevlar arms. There's one here, one here. There's a magnetic connector on this one, and this is a tablet holder. The magnetic connector, just to show you. It also comes with the square pieces if you wanted to put a square instead of a circle on the back of your phone. Just to give you an idea, this is my iPad, and this is the tablet holder. And this is a full-size, what is it, iPad Pro Max, something along those lines. It also came with a tumbler. This was free with the purchase. Has a lid on it too, but the lid was broke when it came out of the box. But this is, I think this is 32 ounce. And so we've got several of the Yeti cups, the same size. But it's, I think this is powder coated, Bulletpoint. It's a nice tumbler. They threw in a couple of these. These are anodized aluminum, and I believe they're bottle openers. There is a screwdriver in here, some assorted screws, and a few tools to aid with mounting. All in all, this is a mounting kit, like I said, for a phone and for a phone and a tablet. Or two phones, because I got two of the magnetic mounting kits that come with it. I spent roughly $180. Yeah, I will tell you, from the phone mounts that I've had previously, I haven't installed this yet, but just from handling it, this was well worth what I paid for it. So before we go any further, yes, I know my truck is filthy. So now that we've got past that, how it mounts, this is a 2014 Ram, and I think this is good for 2014, at least this mount that I have is good for 2014 through 2018. But there are two screws, one here and one here. They are Torx bit. You use the provided, this is what takes the, I think this is like a T15. Takes those screws out. It comes with screws. You reinstall with the new screws. It just, screws right in the same spot using a Phillips head screwdriver. And it is attached. Now from there, this is what it looks like when it's mounted up. You can see these are the arms, tablet mount, and the phone mount. So here it is with the tablet. And then I have my phone mount here, which is kind of hard to show you what it'll look like with the phone mounted to it and the tablet, but believe me, there's plenty of room. And just to give you an idea, these are the clips that I've been using, and they work good for a little while, but they keep breaking my vent here. And I have a iPhone, is it a Pro Max? It's like iPhone 12 or 13, hell, I don't know. Anyway, I have the big iPhone, and so when it connects, with the magnet's strong and it works, but the problem is the phone's so heavy that it pulls out of the vent and it keeps falling. So, I'll step on them, and I've broke a couple of these, the backs of them back here, from stepping on them and whatnot. So, I went with this. This is extremely nice. Like I said, I've got a buddy that has one. He's got the exact same setup that I have in the same truck, and he has had zero issues. It does hide the radio, but 99% of the time I'm connected to Apple Music, so that works out great. Check out, you can place an order. I'll put a link in the description for Bulletpoint mounting solutions. I don't make anything off of it. I'm not a partner with them or anything. I'm just wanting to share my experience. If you haven't already, consider giving us a like, comment, and subscribe. And the phone is now mounted in the holder, and I'm videoing from the holder. So I guess I'll end this off like I always do. Y'all stay safe, and God bless. So to answer a question that you may have, why do I need a tablet mounted to, or an iPad mounted to my dash right beside my iPhone? And to answer that question, so I own a roofing and siding company, and I also own a dumpster roll-off service. So I am constantly on the phone, and I try to be hands-free 100% of the time. If I'm talking on the phone, I normally have earbuds in, or if it's just something to where I've got to take the phone off the dash, then I'll pull over beside the road. But I usually have a GPS running in terms of like where my dumpsters and stuff are going. And when I'm on the road, I am on the phone quite a bit. So I can run the GPS on my iPad, and I can also run, or and then I can use my phone to talk and whatnot. I also do a lot of QuickBooks, and it's sometimes, well, not sometimes, I'll say 90% of the time I have somebody else with me, and if I'm driving, he can turn the iPad from where it's at now and send invoices in QuickBooks. Vice versa, if he's driving, I can turn the iPad from the passenger seat, and it's just a place for it to go. It keeps it out of my truck. My truck is it's filthy now. We've got to clean it up, but it is a work truck. So I mean, sometimes, like, I've got a case in the back with a drone. It's a pretty heavy case. From time to time I'll have tools, and the last thing I want is to take an iPad, a $1,200 iPad, and sit in the back seat, and then somebody come along and throw something on top of it, and it busts a screen. And then of course, Verizon, who I have service with, they do not want to replace the screen on them. They want you to screen, which would be, I know on a cell phone, if you bust a screen under insurance, it is like $29 to replace the screen. But now they've got to where anytime you try to file a claim on something such as minute as a screen, they want to replace the entire device, which is $200 out of your pocket. I'm not sure what the cost is on the iPad. It might even be $300. I'm not sure, but I know it's at least $200 because that's what the cell phone is. So it gives the iPad a place to be, and then like I said, it just frees everything up. We do a lot of traveling with the fifth wheel, so I'll also use, I won't have the iPad mounted there 100% of the time. I also have, I'll show you, this little box here, which has I think it's a 20mm mount on the back of it. This thing has a 20mm, but this is my Furrion camera. And eventually, for the most part, once I get a camera for my roll-off trailer, being that I already have this Furrion S5 set up on my fifth wheel, and I have the monitor, I'm going to order another camera to put on my my dumpster roll-off trailer, so that when I'm backing up, I can maneuver to the dumpster, without having to turn around and stuff like that. I can just watch it here on the screen. But eventually, what I'm going to wind up doing is, I'll mount this up here where the iPad's at, and I'll use that when I have the roll-off trailer behind me. But for now, I mean, it is what it is. And I mean, at the end of the day, who don't want an iPad on the dash? So I hope that answers the question. If the question did arise, and this alleviates any need for me to go into comments and write a narrative, telling you what I just spent 4 minutes and 20 seconds telling you. So now, y'all have a good one.